Proposal to make a dairy farm near Roswell into a farm to grow marijuana isn't sitting well with some local officials. The Roswell Daily Record reports that city and county officials will be meeting this week to consider Pecos Valley Pharmaceuticals' request to rezone the facility as a place to grow pot. Now, some residents say a marijuana processing plant would have a negative effect on Roswell's economy. Others say it goes against the small town's morals. Now, Roswell City councilors say state law does not allow for local governments to control marijuana dispensaries and growing operations. One of the Albuquerque's biopark's most popular animals passed away. Yesterday, Daisy the elephant died from a viral disease known as EEHV. She started showing symptoms on Wednesday, and round-the-clock medical care wasn't enough to keep her alive. The 5-year-old was born at the biopark. Now, zoo staff say she was a caring big sister and could have been a great mom. They don't believe the virus is a threat to the rest of the elephant herd, although they'll be watching carefully. Well, state police are looking for a man who shot at a pedestrian from his pickup truck. Investigators say it started when the driver got into some type of fight with the pedestrian in Cuba, New Mexico. They say after words were exchanged, shots were fired. Police describe the shooter as Native American or Hispanic, anywhere from 5'3" to 5'6" tall. He's 25 to 40 years old and drives a faded red or maroon pickup. If you know anything, call police. We'll talk about a drug bust. A woman is in big trouble after she was caught stuffing her bra. Now, Border Patrol officials say Angelica Guadalupe Gomez Carrillo tried to smuggle meth into New Mexico in her bra. It happened near Santa Teresa. Investigators also found meth in the car's oil pan. All told, Border Patrol got their hands on 3 pounds of drugs in the bust. Carrillo, who is from Chihuahua, Mexico, has been referred to Immigration and Customs Enforcement. A pair of New Mexico towns are in the hunt to get 6 figures for a new mountain bike trail. Ruidoso and Gallup are 2 of 7 cities in the running for a $100,000 grant from Bell Helmets. Now, if Ruidoso wins, it plans on using the money for a 1.3-mile trail through a forest. Gallup's looking to build an adventure trail in Red Rock Park. Both are losing right now to Duluth, Minnesota, but there's still time to vote. We posted all the info on our KRQE app. Balloon Fiesta Park hosted the first ever Albuquerque Brew Dash. There was a 5K and a 1-mile run last night. After the race, runners were able to grab a cold one or 2. People we talked to at the event say they were happy to try something a little different while supporting New Mexico businesses.
I can run and then I can reward myself with craft beer. That's a good way to go. Local craft beer, even better.
I love Albuquerque, and I love supporting it, and I do that a lot. Much of Albuquerque has its economy because of me, I think.
Marble Brewery, Bosque Brewery, and Boxing Bear Brewery participated in yesterday's event. Organizers tell us around 1,500 people signed up to run. Well, New Mexico is home to an iconic and rare bomber, the plane that finished World War II. There's only a handful in the world, and the B-29 here is showing its age. Now a local museum needs your help to restore it.
This is one of the most iconic aircraft that the U.S. has ever produced.
And it's right here in New Mexico. This rare B-29 Super Fortress, one of only about 17 left in the world, is on display at the National Museum of Nuclear Science and History in Albuquerque. The 70,000-pound aircraft is the same model that dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. Military vet Michael Applegate and his wife came through Albuquerque to see it.
How can you replace it? You can't. I mean, it's history, it's undeniable.
But that rich history is falling apart.
Almost every window is cracked or basically broken, needs to be replaced.
The aircraft also needs a new paint job and some major body work. The problem? That makeover costs a lot of money. The museum's asking the public to chip in to this Kickstarter campaign to pay for it.
We'll be making a donation as soon as we can get home and get on the internet.
So far, the museum has raised about $27,000. The goal, $44 grand by Friday. Without that money, the restoration project will be put on hold. Applegate hopes people will step up to preserve such a significant piece of history.
I know about it. You know about it, okay? I want your children and your grandchildren to know about it.
The museum is giving out different prizes to people who donate. If you give $1, you get a thank you note. If you give $10,000, you win a ride on the only working B-29 left in the world. Well, First Lady Michelle Obama got personal in a commencement address at Tuskegee University. Yesterday, she told the historically black school that she was held to a different standard during the 2008 presidential campaign because of the color of her skin. There were several tough moments when she said she worried what people thought of her and whether she was hurting her husband's chances.
As potentially the first African-American First Lady, I was also the focus of another set of questions and speculations, conversations sometimes rooted in the fears and misperceptions of others.
She told graduates she learned to ignore all the noise and be true to herself. The First Lady also discussed racial controversies playing out in some cities across the U.S. Well,